What is federal preemption, and how does it limit state laws? Imagine a scenario where a state enacts a law that conflicts with a federal regulation. You might wonder which law takes precedence and how such conflicts are resolved. This is where the concept of federal preemption comes into play, shaping the relationship between national and state authority within the United States legal system. Federal preemption refers to the principle that when a federal law and a state law conflict, the federal law overrides or displaces the state law. This principle is rooted in the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution, which states that the Constitution, federal laws, and treaties are the supreme law of the land. When Congress enacts legislation within its constitutional powers, it can establish standards or regulations that states must follow, effectively limiting or preempting state laws in certain areas. Preemption can occur in different forms. Express preemption happens when federal legislation explicitly states that federal law overrides state law in a specific domain. For example, if a federal law explicitly states that states cannot regulate certain aspects of interstate commerce, then any state law attempting to do so would be invalid. Implied preemption, on the other hand, occurs when federal regulation is so comprehensive or pervasive that it is inferred that Congress intended to occupy the entire field, leaving no room for state laws. This can happen in areas like aviation, telecommunications, or environmental regulation, where federal standards are detailed and extensive. Preemption limits the power of states to enact laws that conflict with federal policies. It ensures uniformity across the nation in critical areas such as civil rights, commerce, and national security. However, it does not mean states are completely powerless. States can still regulate in areas not covered by federal law or when federal law explicitly allows for state regulation. Courts often analyze whether a state law conflicts with federal law or impedes federal objectives to determine if preemption applies. In summary, federal preemption is a legal doctrine that maintains the hierarchy of laws in the United States by ensuring federal laws take precedence over conflicting state laws. It helps create a cohesive legal framework across the country while allowing states some room for regulation within federal boundaries.